Hello everybody, it's Pavo and welcome back to ZooCrafting. So we're going to be heading over to the Cassowary exhibit in just a moment, but we've got a few things to do beforehand. First of all, I have, if I can find the right key, there we are, I have a painting canvas that I need to print on because like all the exhibits that I have in my zoo, they need an info sheet out front. So that's what that is. I also have two name tags. I'm not going to show you those just yet, but those are named with the names of the cassowaries that I've picked out the comments, and they are quite beautiful names, so I can't wait to show those off to you. But I'm going to pop this painting press in here, and we need to go ahead and print the Southern Cassowary one. So that is that one here. And I always get a lot of comments asking me what mod this is from. This is the Bibliocraft mod. As you can see in this top left corner here, it says Bibliocraft. That's how you spell it. And I edit these images using paint.net, though you can use any image editing software whatsoever. You'll also see in my inventory I have some tomatoes, some mangoes, some pine leaves, and just various other things, and they will all be explained in just a moment. So we're going to be heading over towards the outback zone, and well, we'll have to see when we get there because it is quite a trek. I think I don't know, I was going to say I should go and use one of my horses, but I don't think that's necessary. But what is necessary is I need to open up my tool backpack, grab Chalfont, and I need to get Chalfont out because Chalfont, what on earth happened? What? Oh, I'm not sure. He looks injured, he looks poorly, but he has full health, so I'm not quite sure. This is only mildly alarming. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know what the problem is, so unfortunately I can't fix it, but let's just hope that a walk will do you the world of good. So yeah, let's head off up in this direction. And I don't know if you can see, but I have added in two new zookeepers to the zoo. Now these aren't the zookeepers for the moon bears, because first of all they would be over in the moon bear exhibit, and second of all I am deciding the winner for that competition on Friday. And some of you have left some amazingly awesome comments, and it's still not late to apply to be the moon bear zookeeper. All you have to do is comment in the comments on that video, not this one, of if you're an animal, which animal you would be and why. And I'm going to pick my favourite one and add them in as a zookeeper. But anyway, over here we have two new trainees to the zoo. We have Keeper Hunter and we have Keeper Diamond. And Keeper Hunter here is the zookeeper for the elephant exhibit. So we'll go ahead and we'll talk to him. Oops. I just got to get this out of my hand as I'm trying to put him in a safari net, and that's not good. You don't want to put people in safari nets. But he says, "Hello Avocado, welcome to the elephant exhibit," or this is the elephant exhibit. And he can trade you all sorts of things for zookeeper experience. So I've bought some tomatoes over because the elephants like tomatoes. So that's what I've gone ahead and done. I've added in a trade for that. And it does take a lot of clicking for me to cash all of these in. So just bear with me a moment. You'll also see that there's some apples, there's also some mangoes, which I have in my inventory too, and some melons. And then if you move across, we've got some edible roots, some twigs, some grasses, some ferns, and also some berry bushes, because this basically represents the diet of an elephant. This is everything that they'd eat, like fruits, grasses, plants, bushes, leaves, twigs, that sort of thing. So you are really learning quite a lot about the elephants by bringing the foods here to give to Hunter, and he will give you the zookeeper experience for them. And then next to him we have his big sister Diamond, and she says, "Hello Pavocado, welcome to the elephant exhibit. I'm currently looking after Hunter until the leopard exhibit is built." And she does want to work in the leopard exhibit, but unfortunately that doesn't exist just yet, but it will probably be somewhere nearby, because after all she does have to look after Hunter. Okay. And we're going to head over to the Cassowary zone now. I'm going to... we still got some mangoes to cash in. So let's just go ahead and do that. Because we need all the zookeeper experience. Because we're going to be heading over to Sary's house to buy some treats for Chalfont from the Doggy bakery. And that's what the zookeeper experience is needed for. Because you can cash that in for coins. And then those coins you can spend to your heart's content. So I do have to eat something very quickly, so I'm going to eat some of this chicken curry. I'm sure Chalfont would love this as well, but unfortunately I can't feed it to him. It's not proper doggy food, so it'd probably give him an upset tummy if I did so. But once we have finished the Cassowary exhibit, I'm going to be working on a new exhibit, which will be the lion exhibit, which will be in the African zone, which will be over here. And I'm thinking of building it next to the giraffes, as bad as that sound. But I think that this area here is probably perfect for them. So I could cordon this area off, add like a little rocky backdrop, just as I've done with quite a few of the other exhibits, have a path that leads up this hill to like a lookout point into the lion exhibit. Of course we're going to have to put a lot of high fences and some thick glass windows so that the lions don't get out and people don't get in, because we don't want that happening. We don't want people climbing into the exhibits, and we don't want lions loose around the park. Though fortunately the Mo Creatures lions tend not to attack people, so that is quite good. But of course we do want to assure the public that the lions are quite safe and the exhibits are quite safe, because it's not just the lions that would be escaping if they weren't. But I thought this location would be perfect to do that. So we're going to be building that exhibit in the next episode. But of course we are heading over to the Cassowary exhibit. So let's try not to get sidetracked. We're going to say hello to Boris over here, the lonesome Boris. And a lot of you really do love Boris. So I was thinking that I could set up like a Boris statue, some place near the park entrance. You know, I have that big long forest run that just has an apple tree, and it's the place that we decorate with fairy lights. I was thinking we could put some statues along that little walk, perhaps of Boris, perhaps of Chalfont, perhaps of some other animals that are around the park. And I also had to rescue some animals out of the exhibit, because you know these sheep over here, if I can get to them, these brown and white sheep that are wandering along the riverbank, they really like the ocelot exhibit. They kept climbing into it. And for those of you that watched one of my streams, you will remember that these were the sheep that I found in the cave, in the back caves, and I have no idea how they got in there whatsoever, but they really like this exhibit, so I will have to relocate them. I didn't know if Chalfont was going to try and eat them there, because I know that wolves try and eat sheep, but I'm sure Chalfont is trained well enough that he won't go attacking these wild sheep, because they are quite pretty. Like a brown sheep, they're really quite rare, I'm sure. But I think she wants to get down from the fence there, so I'm just going to let her. But yeah, I'm getting sidetracked again. Let's go back to the Cassowary exhibit, because we do have things to do before the end of this episode. Okay, and I have tried to change up the biome. You might not see much of a difference at all. But I have made this into a desert, so it shouldn't rain. It sort of looks a bit dusty, a bit dry and dusty if you look towards the sky though. So that's a bit of an issue, but it shouldn't be a big one. But this place does look quite nice, and it shouldn't rain because, yeah, as I said, it's the desert. And there are cassowaries here, and I have added in some bushes and some grasses as well, because I did that off camera. I've also added in this pathway back here, fixed this up a bit, added a bit more rockery, and if we head inside of the Cassowary exhibit, you'll see that inside the little stables there's a little fence so that the zookeepers can come and check in on them, and there's also some doors here so that you can get into the exhibit and out and whatnot. But we do have some finishing touches to add to here. So the first thing I need to do is I need to grab some torches, which I don't seem to have on me. So there's that. I really did need some torches to light up this exhibit, because as you can see, it's becoming dark, it's becoming night time, and we're going to have some angry mobs spawning, and we don't want them spawning in the exhibits. So no matter how often I check these chests, these backpacks, I don't think any torches are going to appear. So I think for the moment I'm just going to sleep in my bed, if I can. And we'll just have to get on with everything else and come back with some torches a bit later. So this exhibit, what I need to do is I need to pick up this table, but first of all I need to create a carpenter's door to add to the door of the stables. So I don't have any proper carpenter's blocks, like any like uncrafted ones, like that I haven't turned into slopes or stairs. So I'm going to have to create some more. So I'm going to use some of this spruce wood. I'm not sure why I've got so much of this. I think it might have been when I was building the Cassowary stables and I needed a load of it, so I grew a load of trees. But now, how do I make these again? It's like this. And then I surround some planks with some sticks. Yep. And I only actually need 6 of these. Like so. And I will pop this on the door over here. And I can place some more of this spruce wood in as well to match the material. And finally, I need to grab my carpenter's hammer and change it to, I think, that design. I think that's the design that I'm using on all the doors in my park, so it looks quite nice. So we have the door done. Now I'm going to add some leaves to the cassowary exhibit. I don't think the cassowaries can get out of this 1 block wide gap, so it should be safe to leave it open just for the moment. After all, we're not going to stay in here for very long. So I'm just going to place these leaves around so like the cassowary can like eat off them or hide behind them. These are pine leaves from the Biomes of Plenty mod, and they do look quite pretty, so I like adding them in. So we're going to add a couple around here and also a couple over here. And I was thinking, we have this water moat, but this is right next to a hill, so I was thinking I could add like a little waterfall off the top there. I think that would look quite nice, so I might get around to that a bit later as well. Let's just add some more of these leaves in. They've got plenty of these berry bushes around because the cassowary diet does consist of fruits and things. And we're going to add in a couple more over here just so that their exhibit isn't quite so open and plain. But I'm sure they'll like it, but I do need to remind myself to pick up that crafting table because that definitely is not fit for a cassowary diet. So I'm going to pick it up right now. And I will go ahead and also name the cassowaries while I'm here. So I found 2 name suggestions. The first is the name Cassie, which was suggested by both Josh and Simon. So we're going to name this one here Cassie. And I thought that suits quite well. And then the second name, it wasn't quite suggested, but I did alter it slightly, was the name Blue Black by Mysteria Moon. And I quite liked that, but I did change it up a bit just to make it Blue Back instead of Blue Black. Just because I thought that that was a bit more of a cuter name, and it sort of fit them quite nice. So this one over here is Blue Back. So we have Blue Back and Cassie, our 2 cassowaries, and I hope they enjoy this exhibit. I do have to now go ahead and add in this sign, and hopefully this sign will teach you a bit more about cassowaries. So we'll just close this. Hopefully Chalfont will come with me and he won't anger the cassowaries because we don't want an injured Chalfont again. He seems to have healed up. So we're going to pop this in this frame here. Oops, not that one. What am I doing? I need to pop it in the one next door. So here we are, the southern cassowary, Casuarius. Their mass is 85 kilograms for an adult. That's actually their maximum weight they could possibly be. Males are actually only like 35 kilograms and the females are a lot heavier. Their height is 1.5 to 1.8 meters. Their lifespan is 20 to 40 years. But of course, while they're in the wild, it's a lot lower. In captivity, it's much higher because they have medicines and things so they can be treated. Their characteristics, well, they have a lot of characteristics. They have 2 red wattles, which are these things that sort of hang off the side of their head. I don't know if you can tell, but like they're a bit like tonsils. And you know, like roosters and chickens and things have like those things hanging off them. That's what they're called. They're called wattles. They have large horn-like casques upon the head, which is this thing here. This little, yeah, that's, I'm not sure what to call it. I guess just like a horn, but that's the scientific name for it, a casque. That's what that is. Then they have 3 toes on each foot, and they have a sharp inner claw. Though unfortunately this model here, you can't really distinguish the toes because they're blocky, but I can promise you that one of those is a very sharp toe, and you would not want to be kicked by a cassowary because that would injure you very, very much. So there's the cassowary exhibit. Also, another fact is that their eggs are bright green, as you can see there. And I did say I was going to look at why that is the case, and I still have no idea. I think it might be like an enzyme that's produced inside the cassowary. I'll have to look that up. But there we are. We have this exhibit complete. Of course, I do have to add in some torches as well. And just before I leave this area, this spot here is perfect for a bench. So I'm going to add one of these Devincing benches in. Now I made these, oh gosh, ages ago, I think for my old zoo, but they do come in quite handy, and it's like one thing that I did not lose when I lost my old zoo. Now let's just hope that I can place these down correctly. I think, yeah, I think I can do it. And then we've got the top part of the bench as well. We've got this one, and these two. I think that one was this side, and that one was there. And then we've got the back of the bench as well. There we are. And then there's a little bench so people can sit on to look at the cassowaries. I think I might just scooch this rock and that sign over a bit so you do get a good view of the animals. And I think I might even add a sign in as well to say, like, don't feed the cassowaries your sandwiches or something. Don't throw food into the exhibit, because we don't want that either. We don't want our cassowary getting sick, because sandwiches are not a good diet for a cassowary. But there we are. So yes, that is this exhibit complete, and I will now head over back to my house. We'll take Chalfont with us over to Seri's place and visit her doggy bakery, because I really think Chalfont deserves it. He's a very good boy, and unfortunately he has been living off a diet of rotten flesh, so hopefully we can find him some better treats over there. So I'm going to use my nearest teleporter, which I think is the Ocelot teleporter, the one in the food prep room. Hiya, hiya Naira. We really haven't visited the animals in a while, have we? So we might have to do that in a bit. So we're gonna head to, I think my basement might be the nearest place to my teleporter, and I hope Chalfont teleports with me. Also, I found this sign here earlier. It says, I could only find water next to your nether portal. Cheers. And I really don't know who added that in, because Ben is adamant it was not. It wasn't him. But if I come over here, I have a squid named Mr. Squigglebutts. And Mr. Squigglebutts now seems to be my pet squid. So I guess he's going to stay here for a while, well, until he accidentally suffocates in a block. I promise you I won't murder him. But I guess he seems to like it here, and I'm not really bothered about moving him, so if he wants to stay here, he can go ahead and do so. I know that if I move him to the river above my house, he will only have angry pelicans to deal with. So I think he might stay here for just the moment anyway. Yeah, so let's head on over to Seri's house, because I noticed that Chalfont has teleported. And I also need to eat something myself. So let's just eat some of this, and oh my gosh, there was a butterfly there. Did you see that? There are butterflies everywhere. Okay, so Chalfont, I will just have to pop you back into this safari net just for the moment, just until we get to Seri's, because I don't want to lose you. Don't want you to get lost in some land between here and Seri's place. And here we are, so I'm going to let you back out, just as I promised. And I believe the doggy bakery is through this village. So Chalfont, if you'd just like to enter, there's a gate here that I opened. Oh well, he'll teleport to me. And we'll just head on through, say hi to all the villagers. One of these villagers here sells safari nets, I'm pretty sure, and safari nets do come in very useful. So I might have to see if I can go ahead and buy some more of those. And a villager just said cute dog. And I believe it just threw down some pork. What? Has that ant just picked up some pork? I had no idea they could do that. I had no idea they carried off items. Wait, can I just see something? Does it really pick up items? That is so cool. I had no idea they did that. Wow. Might have to add some ants around my house if that's going to happen. That was really, really cool. Okay, so yeah, let's get on to the doggy bakery. We'll head up this way through all these bushes and into this area, which I haven't been to for a while, but it's very, very pretty. Unfortunately, Catherine over there has a case of no texture itis, so she is looking very purple and black. But we'll just head on in here and we'll visit James. Hiya James, I've bought Chalfont. I think he's trying to make friends with all the doggies in the garden, which I'm not too fussed about. He can go ahead and do that. Are you going to come in? Or are you just going to stand there and wag your tail? I don't know. So we would like to buy some doggy treats, please. Oh, okay, so you've got scrambled egg, cheese and pork. I'm sure he will really love some of that. Pumpkin chews, pumpkin yogurt. Oh, and some peanut butter and carrot chews, which I think is just rotten flesh, and he's been living off rotten flesh for a while, so we want to change up. So I think I might buy him some of this scrambled egg and cheese pork. But unfortunately, I need wooden coins for those, and I've currently got Zookeeper experience, so I will be right back in just a moment, James. I have to visit the bank over here, which is another beautiful building in this town. So many beautiful buildings. This one appears to be sold. I don't know what it is, but it's so pretty. There's also something off in this direction. Oh wow, there's a dinosaur. At least I think it's a dinosaur. I have no idea what one. I have no idea why this village has a dinosaur, but I'm not going to ask around. So we're just going to call in the bank very quickly. Hiya Banker Amber, can I swap my zookeeper experience for some coins please? Chalfon, what are you doing? You're not like wandering in the bank safes or anything, are you? So let's swap some of these. So we've got some emerald coins, and we can swap the emerald coins for wooden coins. Oh wow, that's that's a lot of coins there. And I've got 16 more, so we're going to get 16 more of these coins. But this just means I've got a lot of food for Chalfon, and I'm sure he'll be happy that he doesn't have to like live on moldy zombie flesh for much longer. So let's head on in here. Hello James again. Let's see if I can buy some more of these. So how many of these should we get? I think possibly 30 of them. Yeah, or we'll make it 32 because I sort of like that number. It's half a stack. We'll also get some of these pumpkin chews as well. I think we're going to get 64 of those if I can. Yep. I don't know if dogs can eat those. I think that probably is a snack for myself, but don't tell Chalfon. And if I remember correctly, there's also something over here. Oh, look, there's more. Oh, pig ears. I'm sure he'll like pig ears. Some beef liver. There's some dog biscuits and training treats for the copious dog mod. The training treats are used on the dogs to level up their abilities. Now, I wish I hadn't have spent all my zookeeper experience, because we probably could have bought one of those and trained up one of Chalfon's skills. I think there's also some trades over here as well. There is, so I could have bought a load of the stuff over here for my emerald coins. So I think I might just have to spend the leftover money on some pig's ears. I know it is rotten flesh, but it's pig's ears, so I'm sure he'll like it. So where is Chalfon? I think he might be playing with the doggies in the garden. Is he? I don't know where. Oh, there he is. Chalfon. So I have used some scrambled egg, cheese and pork. I just want to see how much you like it. Do you not want it? Because you seem to be wondering. You see a cow. I think that's what the problem is. You see a cow. You want to make friends with a cow. Well, we can do, but let's just feed you this. I'm sure he enjoyed it, even if he didn't show much affection for it. But Chalfon, we need to end the episode now. So you're gonna come down here and say goodbye? Say thanks to everyone for watching, or are you just gonna stay there and wag your tail? I don't mind either way. So yes, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. As always, the code is on screen. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next episode where we will be getting on with building a new lion exhibit. So I'll see you all then. Goodbye. Bye.